Have you ever left the conversation and replayed the whole thing in your head? Like, man, I said that too soon. Or I should have said something. Whether it's at work or at home or whatever environment you find yourself in. You knew what you wanted to say, but the timing felt off. So you felt like you either spoke too soon or waited too long. And now you're sitting here questioning your communication skills. But what if I told you that's not a confidence issue? It's not a communication issue. It's a timing issue. Now, most people think communication is about what to say. So finding better words or the exact way to deliver it or a better script, right? But real communication is about when you speak and also how you enter a conversation. Now, I want you to hear me good. Long before you ever open your mouth, your body has already said a lot. It's been sending out signals that your mind can't even track, let alone pick up on fast enough to try to change the message or override your authentic energy because it oozes out of you. It's in your posture, your eye contact, your executive presence. All of that is being read before you ever say a word. Now, you read people too. You do this to other people all the time. You know how you walk into a room and you can immediately tell who's approachable, who feels intense. Oh, he's friendly. Oh, she doesn't want to be here. That same thing is happening with you. Reading the room and reading people's body language is a two-way street. People are picking up on your energy just the same, and they're also deciding unconsciously whether they should approach you, respond to you, or wait for you to speak. So, if you've ever felt overlooked or like you've had to work harder to be heard, you're not being ignored, you're being read. In human design, we call this energy your aura and your strategy. Now, your aura is simply your body language system, and your strategy, that's your communication timing. Now, together, they answer this question for you. Are you designed to speak first, or are you designed to listen first? Let's walk through this in real life using the strategy of each human design type. I'm telling you, once you see this, you can't unsee it. It's a cheat code. Now, if you don't know your human design type, you could get your chart for free on my website, satorisynergy.com/chart. Come on and tap in. Listen, you use artificial intelligence every day. Why aren't you using your emotional and your energetic intelligence as well? Let's get into it. Some people are designed to start conversations. They're called manifestors. They're designed to be the ones to speak first. They're here to initiate and to inform others of their incoming impact. They don't wait for openings, they create them. If they're in the meeting, they're the ones saying, hey, let's do this. At a networking event, they're the ones that walk up and introduce themselves. Their body language says, I'm moving, keep up. When they hold back, they feel held back and anger can arise. But when they trust their urge, they move things forward and create new waves and new lanes for all of the others. They don't wait for conversations, they start timelines. Now, generators, they are designed to respond. Now, generally to what a manifestor creates, but overall, they're here to choose from and respond to whatever is in their environment, whatever life has presented before them, like a buffet. Now, like I said, they're not here to start the conversations, but they are here to respond to it from their gut. This is the person who says, oh, I love talking. I just don't like starting it, or I'm just not good at it. Or at work in the meeting, if you bring them something and they like it, they'll light up if it aligns with them. and if they're interested. If they're at a social event, once someone engages them, they're all in, like the Energizer Bunny. But just standing around trying to figure out what to say first and get that in gear, that's not how they're designed. That's one way to drain their social battery. Their voice turns on when life speaks to them first. Manifesting generators, they're similar to the natural builders, the generators we just talked about. But once they are engaged, they move fast. Now, again, they may not be here to start the conversation, but these are the people who will take it somewhere else very quickly. So in meetings, they'll jump in and push things forward. If they're in a social space, they go from being quiet to leading with the energy. They don't start the engine, but once it's on, they drive fast. Projectors, they are not here to compete for attention. They can't keep up with the generators or the manifestors. But as the natural advisors, they are here to be recognized and appreciated first. The other types will recognize them as the subject matter experts based on what that projector is interested in and naturally good at. You can feel it in their presence. They are observant and focused. When they look at you, they can see you, but they're not about to interrupt or force their way into a conversation. So at work, they shine when someone asks, "Hey, what do you think?" Or the social event, they get pulled into conversations through eye contact. Then when they try to prove themselves or volunteer their unsolicited advice, it can backfire. But when they are recognized and invited to share their expertise and perspective, they're the most transformational voice in the room. So they're not here to speak first, but they are here to be the ones worth listening to. And then we have reflectors, the natural evaluators. They are reading everything, but they're not rushing to speak. They feel into the room first. So at work, they can tell you the objective truth about what's really going on the team. At a social event, they observe long before they engage. So they won't become overwhelmed by everything they are picking up in the atmosphere. And when they speak, it's accurate. They don't enter into conversations, they just reveal the room. Now let's integrate this. How does this play out in real life? All right, think about this. If you're in a meeting, there's one person who starts the conversation, the initiator, one builds on that, the classic and express builder, one gives the key insight, the advisor, and one reflects what everyone is feeling, the evaluator. Same thing at a networking event or social event. One person introduces themselves, the manifester. One responds when they're approached, the generator and manifesting generator. One gets invited in to share more, the projector. And one observes before speaking, the reflector. Now, that's not personality. You can't direct that. That's by design. That's natural energetic law. It's how body language works. Preschoolers and animals naturally follow this energetic order as they socialize. As human adults, I guess we've just decided that we have a chance at overriding nature and then wonder why we're angry or frustrated, resentful, or disappointed as we communicate and interact with others. The truth is, we're out of alignment. So, if communication has ever felt hard for you, it's not because you're bad at it, it's because you've been trying to communicate like someone else. You've been taught maybe to speak up more, go first, put yourself out there, when only about 9% of the population is designed to operate like that in peace. But your body might be saying, wait, wait to respond like the generators and the manifesting generators, which is likely where you are because they make up about 70% of the population. Or wait to be recognized if you're in the 20% of the population who are projectors and advisors. Observe first if you are a reflector type, which accounts for about 1% of the population. Because when you override that, you don't become more effective. You just become more exhausted. So, if you want to improve your communication, stop focusing on what to say. Start paying attention to when your voice is correct. You're not awkward, I promise. You're just entering the room or the conversation through the wrong door or not as your authentic self. If you want to know whether you're designed to speak first or to listen first, run your human design chart. That is where you begin your real communication strategic improvement. You want to improve those skills. It's going to help you out at work, home, and every aspect of your life. Because once you understand that, you stop chasing conversations and you start entering into them as your best self. Save this or share it with someone else who's also looking to improve their communication skills. I'm available for one-on-one life and leadership development coaching at satorisynergy.com/services. I'll see you there when you're ready. Until then, go be great, superstar.